For me, the removal of the subsidy is not the issue. It's just the way it's been done and the way it's impacting a lot of people. Fair enough, there is no need why the government should subsidise the cabal of a few people at the detriment of so many millions of Nigerians. Again, it's the way it's been done. That's the issue.
So, sorry to cut you. Do you believe the people are not properly educated?
That's one problem.
They're not. They don't know what's coming.
They don't know what's coming. They don't know where they're going. Now, if you look at the case in Ghana, a lot of people have been comparing Nigeria's situation with that of Ghana. Well, the subsidy removal in Ghana was well publicized. There's a great deal more consultation, and the people were very, very knowledgeable about what was going to happen. The total opposite has happened in Nigeria. You know, so that is where...
Which was the same that was implemented here, with the VAT increase from 15, it was brought down to 15%
yes.
to cushion the people,
yes.
Then increased to 17.5, now 20%,
yes.
And the government says we're out of a recession.
Yeah. But you see that in both situations, here and in Ghana, there was a lot of public enlightenment, a lot of consultation. You can't say the same about Nigerians. I mean, we're talking about, at the very best, a one-year situation. Everything was done within a year, within 6 months. And that's not the way to handle a country the size of Nigeria. That is my situation. Yes, by all means, we should not be subsidizing the pockets of a few people to the detriment of so many others. What we should do is take every issue with a fine-tooth comb, make people aware of what is happening, the twos and fros, you know, the pros and cons, not just dump something on us.
So in summary, you're in support of the subsidy removal, but the approach?
The approach has been wrong. Yes, I am supportive of the removal, as long as it's done properly. Done properly. Of course, we want $8 billion. We want that surplus $8 billion to go to the improvement of Nigerian situation. Infrastructure is totally decaying. Education is non-existent. Poverty needs to be alleviated across the board. That $8 billion will go a very long way.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deen.
Yeah.
Let me come back to you. There's a question I want to actually, you might want to chip in later if you're not too busy. There's an expert report that says in 40 years' time, or 45 years, the oil well reserves in Nigeria will dry up. If that happens, and this fuel subsidy removal, like Mr. Deen just said, is not removed to save and to develop the country, what will be the hope of our children and the children's children?
The issue with Nigerian is not what they say, it's actually what they do. Nigeria will tell you one thing, but they won't do it. For my instance, I'm 32 now, and I've heard the same story, it will be better. Is that what I'm going to tell to my own grandchildren as well? I think what we need is Nigerians actually to stand up and do like when they did in Egypt, Libya, actually stand up for our right and say, yes, enough is enough.
But some people say, sorry to cut you short, the Libya and Egypt situation, experts now have said it's going to take them about 50 years to get over the psychological effects of a war, rebuilding the nation, bringing them back to where they were actually before, and to move on. If that happens in Nigeria, don't you think that would set us back some 50 years and 100 years as well?
100 years backward already. So if that is going to actually make Nigeria better in the long run,
in 100 years later,
probably, yeah,
could it be done with dialogue instead of
dialogue? You know how many times have we having dialogues? Dialogue doesn't work in Nigeria. The only thing is that probably the intervention of the Western world might help if they actually want to assist. But the Nigerian community as a whole, no, it's just like they're all concerned about filling their pocket. So, but if we could get somebody from the Western world to kind of intervene and make it mandatory for the Nigerian government to actually implement some changes in there, yes, I understand that. But if no intervention from the Western world, I would go for actually serious eradication.
But some people still believe the IMF is behind this fuel subsidy removal.
I think we should leave IMF, International Monetary Fund, to one side. They've got their own issue. I think we should talk about our own issue. Look, actually, you see the IMF is telling the government to lose money to increase the oil. It's not. So we should look at. I know they've got an issue on that side as well, but I'm more concerned about actually looking inward than looking out with Nigerian factories.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.